don't know how I got picked for this job, but I suppose there's a lot of you who've been here longer than me, but I think we moved up from the south about the same time as Christie arrived here. So anyway, this won't take long as the nurse said for the meeting. Christie Cheape, Nurse Cheape. Cheap nurse, as our son Duncan used to say. He always muddled his words when he was young. Speedy Cheape, if you met her on one of the narrow roads around here. She tells me she was reared in Burrelton, and I don't know where you did your training, Christine, but you must have a very good teacher. You came to Blair Atholl in 1976 to do your healthcare training for 2 years. Lavinia, my wife, met you this time in August '77, having had our son Duncan 6 weeks early in Inverness instead of down in Swindon, where we were living at the time. Stitches had to be removed. Some of you ladies will understand why I was not invited. The Rannoch nurse at that time did the honours without ever removing her hat, and that's Lavinia's memory of that event. But if you'd been there, Christine, the affair would have been very different. And that's what you've been doing ever since you came to Blair Atholl and Rannoch. Support with a difference. And what support and expert care we have all enjoyed while you've been here. All delivered with abounding good humour and with never a crossword, just down hard work. You've seen just about every bum in Blair Atholl. That would have driven most of us to the roundhouse of the Atholl. But not you, Christine. Just a cheery cup of coffee and a good chatter. Never gossip, then off to the curling if time allowed. So in 2006, Christine very deservedly was awarded the MBE, and no one could have been more deserving. A momentous occasion which I know you will talk about, but only if you're asked. Boasting does not feature in your book. How nice is that? You cared for both my parents in their last years with tireless energy and loving attention, as I know you have done for so many more families in your charge. I can't imagine how we'll survive without you on duty, and I suspect you can forget a life of leisure just yet. We debated how we could say thank you, and this today is the result. Low-key, but full of love from us all. Plus a wee present. Was it to be a bicycle? A travel adventure? Or what? So many ideas, but Christine, you have your own mind, so we're going to give you a cheque with one condition. In fact, I think you've got the cheque already. But the condition is you don't spend it all on sweets. We hope you can indulge yourself in something you've been wanting, and for you surely indulge yourself on so many of us for 37 years. So thank you. You're nothing short of a legend.